Well, hello, good afternoon, everyone. Today, this video is going to focus on something extremely important at the college, and that is what we call our Student Success Initiative. We're going to be speaking with a friend, Kevin Forsch. He is our Administrative Director of Student Success. And one of the things we really try to focus on is helping our students in every way we can to navigate academic complexity. So let me go ahead and invite Kevin, and he can tell us what student success coaches do here at Southeast Community College. Okay, I'm inviting Kevin right now. Kevin has wonderful enthusiasm and does an excellent job working with our student success coaches. I believe he's here now. Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing great. We're trying to adjust to this sort of novel situation that we're working through.
Yeah, same over here. Yeah.
So I told everyone that this video is about student success at Southeast Community College, and specifically about what you do and what do our student success coaches do to help our students.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in student success, I mean, the basis of what we do is really providing basic academic and personal supports for students. I think you and I and a lot of folks who work at the college would agree that folks kind of come to college kind of equipped with all the kind of the capabilities kind of up here to be successful in classes, but they run into a lot of obstacles that are hard to navigate. So we try to help them kind of around that. And that doesn't change when we are all working remotely and from home and everything. So we do a lot of reach outs for students. We rely on good relationships with our faculty and other folks in student affairs to let us know when they notice that students are struggling or sort of displaying some kind of unproductive behaviors or tendencies. And then we try to reach out to students and do everything we can to kind of help get to the root of what that is and help set some goals and turn some things in a good direction.
So as you know, we have an initiative called Goal 9 at Southeast Community College, and it's really sort of a cultural issue for us. We've been trying to really work on Goal 9, which stands for, creating a positive and engaging environment through reflective and compassionate and transparent communication. And I believe the last part is compassion and respect for the views and ideas of others. These are all emotional intelligence skills. How important are those type of emotional intelligence resiliency skills? How important is that for what you all do in helping our students be successful?
I think it's foundational for what we do. I think one of the biggest things that even I've had to work on being in this role is one of the biggest sort of components to emotional intelligence and that growth is when you see an unproductive behavior or you see a student struggling or someone else kind of displaying stuff that you don't think is quite right, to approach that with curiosity instead of judgment or sort of picking up any kind of plan from my end. So really the biggest thing and the biggest help that we can offer students is to allow for those kind of moments of those moments when they sort of display those behaviors as an opportunity to let us in and let us talk through and build a plan and sort of reset what our focus or goals are. So it's foundational when we approach students. It's foundational when we get referrals from other folks to say, hey, even though someone may be displaying something that we classically think of as lazy, big air quotes around lazy, there may be something around that we can seek to address and talk to someone about.
And I'm guessing a big part of what you do is when you're working with a student, you probably do a lot of what I would describe as reframing. The student might be seeing it one way. For example, maybe they had a failing grade and they see that as an obstacle, but maybe there's a way to reframe that and to help the student focus on, no, that's good information. That's a nice baseline. You understand what level you actually knew the material. So from that, you can sort of maybe inventory how much work you've been putting on and adjust accordingly. with that, I wanted to point out something to the whole college here, Kevin. When I've gone to your office and I sit down with you, I find your office to be immediately friendly and welcoming, and it's because of your Star Wars characters that you got all over your office. And I see one right behind you. Is that correct?
Yes. So that doesn't change when I work from home.
Okay.
I have around me a whole bunch of posters and the little thing over my shoulder that's BB-8 from Star Wars.
Sure.
And if anyone wants to stop by the Forge household, that is a remote controlled BB-8 that we can send around the house and have the dog chase after and everything. It's a good.
And Kevin, I don't want you to have any sort of over too much anxiety over this statement I'm about to make, but I just want you to know that Star Wars is not actually real. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe it's too early. Okay, well.
I mean, intelligent people can disagree about some things.
That's true. Good point.
I tend to approach it as a documentary, but
very excellent reframing. I would encourage you to use repression. I never said that. Just forget that. I think that it's important for our students to know that we're there for them, and I think a lot of this comes through Canvas. Is that correct? Our learning management system.
Yep. So if you don't mind me sharing the screen.
Sure, that'd be great.
Let's bring it up here. So
we probably got about 1.5 minutes, and I'll have to shut it down.
Okay, not a problem.
Perfect.
So if you go to the main page here in Canvas, under the Help button, you're going to see something called Retention Alerts. And Retention Alert is what that early alert system at the college uses. So if someone's displaying struggling in course exams or not showing up to class or in this new environment, if you don't hear from a student in those first few days, it's okay to send an alert kind of on that student. That goes directly to a campus success coach or someone from our office, and you put that student's name and ID in, and we can just type in that troublemaker Kevin Forge, and you get to add in what kind of issues they're approaching and kind of some extra notes about what that student is going through, and just hit submit. That goes directly to a student success coach, and we tell folks that we follow through on that kind of within that 24 to 48 hour kind of time window, just to make sure that we can be as timely as possible for that.
And is that primarily faculty that use that, or is it others?
It can be anyone. So anyone who has access to not just Canvas, but also the web advisor for advisors can put in that information. So we get great referrals from our entire SCC community, from student affairs and from the faculty side, from physical plant, from everywhere.
That's fantastic. Well, we're going to wrap things up, but is there any sort of thing that you would like to say about student success here at Southeast Community College before we close?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no bad reason to refer someone to our office. There's a lot that we can help out with for folks. So we're working with Dean's of Students office and other folks in the community to address all those kind of needs that folks have coming up, whether that's food related, housing related, everything like that. We also work closely with our counseling office and make good referrals between those two offices. So any kind of referral is a good one.
That's great, Kevin. We really appreciate what you do for the college, and all of your folks that you work, success coaches do a great job. With that, I'm going to, not to be aggressive here, but I'm going to go ahead and kick you out of the meeting. But you've done great. So say bye to the college.
Bye, SCC. Thank you, Dr. Illich.
All right, we'll see you. Yep. Kevin does great work, and I think you could see that from the video. They really, really focus on helping our students without judgment. They use a lot of various tools to help those students be successful, and one of those tools is compassion and respect for different ideas, and people are at different places in their lives, and sometimes they just need a little assistance. With that, you all have a great afternoon, and we'll see you later.